From the moment you were born, you were told a beautiful lie. You were told that if you are kind, the world will be kind to you. You were taught to put others first, to be the bigger person, to give until it hurts. You were promised that this selflessness was the path to happiness and respect. But look at your life right now. You are exhausted. You give and people take. You forgive and they hurt you again. You pour your energy into a bottomless pit of other people's needs. And at the end of the day, you are left staring at the ceiling, empty, drained, and wondering why no one is coming to save you. You feel used. You feel invisible. And the worst part? You think the solution is to give even more, hoping that eventually it will be enough. It will never be enough. The ancient Stoics, masters of reality, knew a truth that modern society tries to hide from you. There is a difference between virtue and martyrdom. Being too nice is not a strength. It is a dangerous vice that endangers your soul, your finances, and your sanity. Today, we are going to dismantle the habit of excessive kindness. We will explore the 8 ways your niceness is destroying you, and the 4 Stoic walls you must build to protect what is left of your spirit. You are not required to set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. Part 1. The anatomy of self-betrayal. Let us begin by dissecting why you feel this way. The Stoics believed in living in accordance with nature. In nature, no creature survives by giving away its own sustenance until it starves. Yet, you do this daily. You have confused kindness with submission. 1. The curse of great expectations. The first danger is the silent contract you sign with everyone you meet. You operate on a transactional model of the universe. I give you everything, so you must give me love divided by respect, divided by loyalty in return. This is what the Stoics would call a delusion. Epictetus taught us to see the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. When you overgive, you are building a mountain of expectations. And when people inevitably act according to their own self-interest, as they always will, you are crushed. You are not just tired, you are resentful. You are angry because you paid a price no one asked you to pay, and now you are demanding a refund that is never coming. This resentment rots you from the inside out. 2. The training of tyrants. By being constantly available, you are training the people around you to be helpless. We are creatures of habit. If you always pick up the slack, if you always fix the problem, if you always say yes, you teach the world that you are not a person, but a utility. You become a vending machine. They press a button, and you dispense labor divided by money divided by emotion. Why would they develop their own strength when they can use yours? You are not helping them. You are crippling them. And in doing so, you are shackling yourself to their incompetence. You create a dynamic where their comfort depends on your exhaustion. 3. The abandonment of destiny. The third danger is the most tragic. While you are busy living everyone else's life, who is living yours? The Stoics speak of duty, your duty to your own potential, your own reason. Every hour you spend solving a problem that isn't yours is an hour stolen from your own purpose. You are neglecting your own garden to water your neighbor's weeds. Over time, you lose sight of who you are. You become a supporting character in your own movie. The tragedy is not that you die. The tragedy is that you arrive at death having never truly lived for yourself. 4. The stench of weakness. Here is a harsh truth. People do not respect what is free. They do not respect what is abundant. If your time, your attention, and your agreement are easy to get, they have zero value. You think your niceness makes you look like a saint. To the world, it often makes you look weak. Stoicism advocates for strength and self-command. When you have no boundaries, you have no definition. You are a mist that can be walked through. People may like you because you are convenient, but they will not respect you. And without respect, there is no true relationship. 5. The magnet for predators. Your lack of boundaries sends a signal into the world. It is a frequency that healthy people cannot hear, but predators hear it loud and clear. Narcissists, manipulators, and opportunists are looking for exactly one thing: a door without a lock. Your excessive niceness is that open door. You attract people who want to take because you are desperate to give. You will find yourself surrounded by people who only call when they need something, creating a circle of friends who are actually parasites. 6. The frequency of desperation. We attract what we are. If you are giving from a place of emptiness, acting out of a desperate need to be liked, you are vibrating at a low frequency. You are signaling insecurity. This repels strong, self-sufficient, virtuous people. High-value individuals want equals, not servants. By trying to buy love with favors, you push away the very people who would love you for who you are. And you draw in the energy vampires, the dark souls who feed on your insecurity. 7. The addiction to martyrdom. Be careful, because this behavior is addictive. The Stoics warned against slavery to our impulses. The feeling of being needed creates a dopamine hit. It validates your existence. You start to crave the crisis, because the crisis makes you feel important. If you look closely at your life, you might find that you are creating dependency just to feel secure. You are addicted to your own sacrifice. But like any addiction, it requires more and more of you until there is nothing left. 8. The suspicion of virtue. Finally, realize that in a cynical world, extreme niceness looks suspicious. True virtue is rare. When you are overly nice, people wonder, what do they want? What are they hiding? They sense the manipulation behind the smile. They sense the covert contract. Your desperate attempt to be trusted actually creates distrust. People pull away because they know that nothing is truly free, and they are afraid of the bill you will eventually send them. Part 2. Building the inner Citadel. So, how do we escape this trap? How do we move from being nice, which is weak, to being kind, which is strong? We must build what Marcus Aurelius called the inner citadel. We must erect walls not to keep the world out, but to keep our sanity in. Strategy 1. The Stoic gut check. Listen to your nature. The first step is self-awareness. Your body knows when you are betraying yourself. Pay attention to the feeling in your stomach when someone asks for a favor. Do you feel light and willing, or do you feel heavy, resentful, and tired? That heaviness is your soul screaming no. The Stoics believed in oikeiosis, self-preservation. It is your primary duty to maintain your own rational mind. If helping someone destroys your peace, it is not a virtuous act. It is self-destruction. Stop lying to yourself that you want to help when you actually feel obligated. Honor your fatigue. It is a signal. Strategy 2. The sword of no. You must learn to wield the word no. No is not an insult. It is a shield. It is the boundary that defines where you end and the rest of the world begins. We are terrified of this word because we fear abandonment. We think, if I say no, they won't love me. Let them go. If someone leaves you because you set a boundary, they never loved you. They were using you. Practice the Stoic refusal. You do not need to apologize. You do not need to invent an excuse. I cannot do that right now is a complete sentence. The first time you say it, your heart will race. The second time, it will be easier. The third time, you will feel the rush of freedom. Strategy 3. The sacred space. Temenos. You must carve out a territory in time and space that belongs only to you. A time where you are not a worker, not a partner, not a parent, not a friend. You are simply you. Seneca wrote about the importance of leisure and reflection. If you do not have time to think, you cannot live an examined life. Schedule this time. Guard it with your life. If someone asks for your time during this window, the answer is an automatic no. This is not selfishness. This is maintenance. You cannot pour water from a broken cup. You must repair the vessel. Strategy 4. The purge of parasites. Finally, you must audit your circle. The Stoics were very selective about who they allowed into their lives. Seneca said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Look around you. Who drains you? Who only calls when they have a problem? Who makes you feel small? You are not obligated to carry them forever. Distance yourself from the energy vampires. You do not need to have a dramatic fight. Just step back. Stop feeding them. Watch how quickly they disappear when you stop offering your blood. This is not cruelty. It is hygiene." Let us return to the central truth. Stoicism is often mistaken for a philosophy of endurance, of just taking whatever the world throws at you. But that is wrong. Stoicism is a philosophy of agency. It is about knowing what is yours and what is not yours. Your time is yours. Your energy is yours. Your peace of mind is yours. When you give these things away out of fear, guilt, or habit, you are acting against nature. You are acting against reason. It is time to kill the nice person identity. That identity is a costume you put on to survive childhood. You don't need it anymore. Replace it with the just person. A just person is kind, yes, but they are also firm. They help others, but never at the expense of their own soul. They are generous, but they are not a doormat. The next time someone demands a piece of you that you cannot afford to give, remember the magic word. Remember the power of no. Stand in your own center. Protect your fire. Because if you burn out, you can't light the way for anyone. You have carried the weight of the world long enough. It is time to put it down. If this message resonated with the tired part of your soul, if you are ready to reclaim your life from the demands of others, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Join us and let us build a life of strength, not submission. You are worth protecting. Never forget that. See you next time.